Hey there, Justin at You Join Off-Road Colorado here. This is our buddy Jeff's 2010 5.4 extended body. Getting ready to send it home. He's a local, he's from Colorado, so he won't be far from us. I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of this van in the future. So Jeff came to us for our standard 6-inch four-wheel drive conversion. We got the frame all cleaned up. It already had the top and all the lights and solar, and he's working on an interior build, bumpers and all that stuff. It had all that stuff on it when it came in, so we just did a pretty basic four-wheel drive conversion on this. So we've got our standard 6-inch four-wheel drive conversion. Sorry, you'll have to excuse the video. I'm playing with a new gimbal for the first time, trying to up my production value a little bit here. Thanks to our buddy Osman for making some suggestions. I'm sure he'll be watching. So standard stuff, frame clean and paint, standard 6-inch four-wheel drive conversion, custom spec Alcan springs, and the Fox 2.0s. This one got a stage 2 front axle. So stock housing, this is a great way to save a little bit of money. So that's a couple things I want to be talking about in this video is how to do this more on a budget, how to save some money. I've done that a few times in the past and people really appreciated that. So a good way to save some money right off the top is going with one of these stock housings as opposed to our new stage 3. The new stage 3 is awesome and I definitely recommend it. But this is a good way to save a few $1,000s right off the top, because I am still able to intermittently get these stock housings in good condition, but you know, like most things these days, inventory is kind of dependent upon the day. So 488 gears in this one, Detroit True Track as standard. I really like the 5.4s with 488s and 35s. So, we got stock tie rod, stock knuckles and everything, and then of course you can see our crossover steering that we do on all of our rigs. And this one got a SpinTech hub conversion. I always try and do that. It's nice to always have the serviceable wheel bearings at least. And then we've got stock truck brakes in there, stock truck calipers, rotors, make serviceability in the future really, really easy. We've got a flat black Method 704. Bead grip, that's our favorite. I try and sell everybody on the bead grip wheels from Method. They're just so good. So we pretty much use those on everything. And then of course a 315 BFG KO2. These are a 17 by 8.5 Method. So this front bumper, like I was saying, this is his son built this. Fish built. You can look him up on Instagram, I think. I'm not sure if he has a website or anything, but pretty slick bumper. And we got him set up with a fresh takeoff RV chrome grille and headlights, because we got lots of those sitting around thanks to Vantage Optics. But this is an older rig. It's got almost 160,000 miles on it. You know, it's lived probably 2 whole lives before this. And I'm not really afraid of that on 5.4s. You know, I spend a lot of time helping people shop for vans, make sure they get the right rig. And I am not scared of older 100+ thousand 5.4s at all. I've seen these engines go 500,000 miles easily with very, very little maintenance. Usually the biggest issue with them is the 4R75 transmission that comes behind it. And the reason why I'm not worried about that is on all of our 4R75 conversions, no matter what, that trans is coming out and getting converted to four-wheel drive. So freshly rebuilt transmission underneath there. Fresh NV271 transfer case. And of course, 1350 CV one-piece drive shafts front and back. And of course you see the U-joint trans cross member there to get everything in line. And then the exhaust reroute that we have to do when we do the four-wheel drive conversion. So stock truck sway bar on this one, no Hellwig. Not much else going on underneath here. And then you can see here too, we reroute those coolant lines also to make sure we've got clearance to the front drive shaft at full stuff. Let's see, what else did we do here? Out back, we just did a 488 re-gear. No aux on this one. We just, it had an open diff from the factory, so we just had a track lock, a good low miles track lock laying around, factory limited slip that we put in here. And of course new brakes in the back while we had everything apart. And then up here, of course, you can see our Alcan HD shackles, which are standard in all the kits now. Here's his custom rear bumper. We did have these powder coated also for him. We tore everything off while we had it in the shop and sent them over to be powder coated because they were just raw when it came in. Then we mounted the spare. That's about it. This was a pretty straightforward build. It's not often we do one like this that doesn't have a ton of accessories, but nice simple van, and it drives awesome. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, justin@ujointoffroad.com. If you're inquiring about an install here in Colorado or service work on your U-joint rig or sportsmobile, if you're inquiring about install in North Carolina, reach out to chris@ujointoffroad.com, and he'll also be your contact for DIY kits as well. Thank you.